There was a time when the world was full of forest. The forest was home to animals, birds, humans and plants alike. But then man started destroying the forests, building houses for himself and making cities, displacing animals and birds in the process. The story of Bhubaneswar, the capital city of Odisha, is no different. Once full of trees, animals, birds and flowers, it is now a concrete jungle. The city is expanding with each passing day. The forests are shrinking, animals and birds are vanishing, and the ecological balance is upset. In a bid to find a solution to this grave problem, a sanctuary comprising forested areas of Cuttack and Khurda districts was created in 1982. It was known as the Chandaka Sanctuary. Forest is not just home to animals and birds. It also provides them food, water and air, and thus is an integral part of their lives. They owe their very existence to the forest. The Chandaka Dhammapada sanctuary was born out of a desire to preserve the forest and the life forms that it sustains. Squeezed and isolated today to meet the demands of rapid urbanization, this sanctuary was once part of the vast Eastern Ghat forests and the Central Indian Elephant Range. Known for its sizable population of elephants, this forest is barely 20 kilometers away from the city limits of Bhubaneswar. Covering an area of 193.39 square kilometer, this sanctuary is spread out on either side of the old Grand Trunk Road built during the reign of Sher Shah Suri in the 16th century. On one side of the road is the Chandaka Dhammapada forest spread over 178 square kilometer. On the other is the 19 square kilometer Bharatpur forest just on the outskirts of Bhubaneswar. At one time, Chandaka was just a coastal sal forest, but today it has trees and plants of numerous species, fruit-bearing trees, flower plants and roots of all kinds. A whole range of medicinal plants like Kochila, Kumbhi, Kalicha, Baidonko, Guluchi, Satabari and Kurchi. The Kangada plant seen here is not found in any other forest in Odisha. The plentiful availability of Kumbhi, Boro, Osto, bamboo and Lajakuli here is a major attraction for elephants for whom the sanctuary provides a safe and secure habitat. Dotted with several lakes and full of their favorite food, they roam the jungles without fear of conflict or attack, without a care in the world. The sanctuary set up for elephants is however home to many other creatures too. Spotted deer, pangolins, rattle, porcupines, a wide variety of reptiles and snakes and peacocks are found in large numbers in these forests. The numerous water bodies inside the forests not only quench the thirst of the elephants and deer, they also become a paradise for migratory birds in winter. Butterflies of various colors fly around these forests in the monsoons. This sanctuary is home to an incredible 700 varieties of flora and 300 kinds of fauna. Once on the verge of extinction, these forests are now resplendent again with a thick layer of greenery after the formation of the sanctuary. Home to a large number of endangered species of animals and birds, it has now become a treasure house of biodiversity. As per a recent count, 8 to 10 elephants are roaming inside the forest, which is indicative of its productivity potential. Efforts are on to make the sanctuary more useful than it already is. Trees are being planted at various places inside the forest. Grasslands are being developed for herbivorous animals like deer. Watchtowers have been erected to keep an eye on the movement of the animals and local people in various parts of the sanctuary. Villagers living within the sanctuary limits are warned about the movement of the elephants well in advance. This has significantly reduced the potential of man-elephant conflict. Poaching has now truly become a thing of the past. This in turn has led to an increase in the number of animals in the forest. Arrangements have been made to bring human beings back into the lap of nature they had abandoned not too long ago. Environment-friendly battery-operated vehicles have been pressed into service to enable people to savor the natural beauty of the sanctuary. Animal lovers, tourists and researchers can partake of the breathtaking beauty and see the animals at places like Jalara, Ambilo, Godibari and Matung inside the sanctuary. Remains of an ancient fort built during the reign of Anantavarma Chodaganga from 1078 to 1147 AD are located at Bualigada and Chudangagada within the sanctuary limits. A secret tunnel connecting the place to the Lingaraj temple built during the same period is found at Chudangagada. A dak bungalow and bamboo houses have been constructed at Jumuka and Deras Dam, which is inside the sanctuary, for tourists to spend time amidst nature. A training center for adventure sports like rock climbing, rappelling and river crossing have been set up at Damapada. In an effort to make this sanctuary more attractive for tourists and make them more aware of its importance, there are plans to launch a safari in the near future. This will enable people to listen to the bewitching chirping of birds and enjoy nature in all its glory. The sanctuary lies in close proximity of the state capital Bhubaneswar and is well served by roads. Godibari, the main entrance gate of the sanctuary, is about 20 kilometers to the west of Bhubaneswar railway station and 16 kilometers from the airport. Tourists can avail accommodation at luxurious hotels in Bhubaneswar or can opt for forest rest houses built in Godibari, Deras and Dampara. This sanctuary, which has saved itself from the ravages of urbanization and emerged as home to hundreds of species of animals and birds, is a great example of conservation. It also serves as a warning bell for the modern man who has forgotten his roots. The world is crucially dependent on environmental equilibrium. This equilibrium, in turn, is dependent on the coexistence of man and forest, a state where man, animals and birds can coexist in peace, harmony and mutual interdependence. Man can see more shades of green because it is the color of nature. Man is born out of nature. It is his mother. Therefore, it is the responsibility of man to take care of it, preserve it, conserve it, and make it a better place for all living beings.